Good afternoon to each and everyone. My name is Siti Verquisti Sulaiman from Bitilad ICT 2C. So today I will be going to discuss about the sustainable development. Sustainable development is a way of growth and human development that aims to meet the needs of the present while also ensuring the ability of future generations to meet their needs. It involves balancing the needs of the economy, environment, and social well-being. Ang ibig sabihin ng sustainable development ay tinutukoy ito sa paraan ng pag-unlad na hindi lang nakatuon sa pangangailangan kundi sinisigurado din na mapanatili ang mga kalikasan, resources at iba pa para sa susunod na henerasyon. Let's proceed to the Sustainable Development Goals. First, we have no poverty. No poverty and poverty in all its forms everywhere. Poverty denies children their fundamental rights to health, protection, education, and much more. Without global action, child poverty is likely to stretch social inequality and cut off the most vulnerable girls and boys from the services they need to survive and thrive. Ibig sabihin nito ay kailangan na tapusin ang kahirapan dahil nagiging hadlang sa mga karapatan ng mga bata tulad ng kalusugan, proteksyon at edukasyon. Kung hindi kikilos ang buong mundo, mas lalala ang kahirapan at magiging mahirap para sa mga batang nangangailangan ng tulong upang mabuhay at magtagumpay. Bawa sa bansang India, maraming pamilya ang nakakaranas ng matinding kahirapan. Marami sa mga bata doon ang hindi nakakapasok sa paaralan dahil sa kakulangan ng pera at hindi rin sapat sa kanilang pagkain at pangangalaga sa kalusugan. Next, we have zero hunger. End hunger, achieve food security and improve nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. Good nutrition is the bedrock of child development. Well-nourished children are better able to grow and learn, to participate in their communities, and to be resilient in the face of disease, disaster, and other emergencies. Kailangan tiyakin na may sapat na pagkain para sa lahat at mapabuti ang kalusugan sa pamamagitan ng tamang nutrisyon. Ang magandang nutrisyon ay mahalaga para sa pag-unlad ng mga bata. Kapag ang mga bata ay nakakain ng tama at sapat, mas magaan sa kanila ang paglaki, pagkatuto at pagiging malakas laban sa sakit, kalamidad at iba pang pagsubok. Isa sa mga halimbawa ang bansang Somalia. Maraming bata ang nagugutom at hindi nakakakuha ng sapat na pagkain. Dahil dito, nahihirapan silang mag-aral at madaling magkasakit. Kung magkakaroon ng sapat na pagkain at tamang nutrisyon, magiging malakas at magkakaroon ng mas magandang kinabukasan. Next, we have good health and well-being. Ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at ages. Tremendous progress in child and maternal health has been achieved over the past decades. More babies today live to celebrate their 5th birthday, while fewer mothers lose their lives during pregnancy and childbirth. But millions of women and children are still dying from causes that can be prevented with quality health care. Kailangan tiyakin na ang bawat isa, bata man o matanda, ay may pagkakataon para sa malusog na buhay. Bagamat maraming ng pag-unlad sa kalusugan ng mga ina at mga bata, may mga bansa pa rin nahihirapan sa mga isyu tulad ng mataas na bilang ng pagkamatay ng mga ina at bata mula sa mga sakit na hindi maiiwasan. Halimbawa, sa bansang tulad ng Nigeria at India, marami pa ring ina at bata ang namamatay dahil sa kakulangan, tamang pangangalaga at mga pasilidad pangkalusugan. Na pangangalaga sa kalusugan ay susi upang mabawasan ang mga ganitong kaso. So we have quality education. Ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. The right to education means the right to learn, but children worldwide are able to attend school or to develop basic reading and math skills for various reasons. Poverty remain one of the most obstinate barriers. Kailangan tiyakin na lahat ng tao, bata man o matanda, ay may pagkakataong makapag-aral at matuto sa buong buhay nila. Ang karapatan sa edukasyon ay karapatan din na matutong magbasa, magsulat at magbilang. Ngunit maraming bata sa buong mundo ang hindi nakakapag-aral o nahihirapan sa basic na kasanayan tulad ng pagbabasa at pagbilang dahil sa iba't ibang dahilan. Isa sa pinakamalaking hadlang ay ang kahirapan. Halimbawa, sa mga bansa tulad ng Pilipinas, maraming bata sa mga liblib na lugar ang di nakakapasok sa paaralan dahil sa kakulangan ng pera, malalayong paaralan at hindi sapat na mga guro. Sa ganitong mga lugar, maraming pamilya ang mas inuuna ang pang-araw-araw na pangangailangan kaysa sa pag-aaral ng kanilang anak. Gender equality. Achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. Gender-based violence, female genital mutilation, child marriage, and education denied. Gender inequality takes many harmful forms. Kailangan matiyak na ang lahat ng babae at batang babae ay may pantay-pantay na pagkakataon sa buhay at hindi sila binabastos o pinapabayaan dahil sa kanilang kasarian. Maraming anyo ng hindi pagkakapantay-pantay sa kasarian tulad ng karahasan laban sa kababayan, pang-aabuso sa katawan ng babae or female genital mutilation, kasal ng mga batang babae at ang hindi pagkakaroon ng pagkakataon para sa edukasyon. Next, we have clean water and sanitation. Ensure availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Contaminated water and poor sanitation are among the leading causes of death for children under goal number 5. Without safe water, sanitation, and hygiene, children face an increased risk of preventable disease and malnutrition. They are also less likely to attend school. Ang malinis na tubig at tamang sanitation ay mahalaga para sa kalusugan ng mga tao, lalo na ng mga bata. Kapag ang tubig ay kontaminado o ang kalinisan ng kapaligiran ay hindi maayos, maaari itong magdulot ng sakit na madaling makuha, tulad ng diarrhea at iba pang infeksyon na karaniwang dahilan ng pagkamatay ng mga batang wala pang 5 taon. Kung walang malinis na tubig, maayos na sanitation at tamang kalinisan, mas madali silang magkasakit at magkaroon ng malnutrition, kaya mahihirapan silang lumaki ng malusog. Bukod pa rito, kapag may sakit ang mga bata, hindi sila makakapunta sa paaralan, kaya maapektuhan ang kanilang edukasyon. Isa sa halimbawa ang bansang apektado ng problema sa malinis na tubig at sanitation ay ang Nigeria. Marami sa mga lugar na bansa ang walang sapat na akses sa malinis na tubig at maayos na palikuran. Dahil dito, mataas ang kaso ng mga sakit tulad ng diarrhea at maraming bata ang namamatay dahil dito. Ang kakulangan sa tamang paghugas ay nagpapahirap din sa mga bata na mag-aral dahil madalas silang nagkakasakit. Ang ganitong mga sitwasyon, ang mga gobyerno at iba pang organisasyon ay nagsisikap na magtulungan upang matugunan ang isyong ito. We have affordable and clean energy. Ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. Children worldwide face a host of environmental hazards related to unclean energy like polluted air, contaminated water, and toxic fumes. Access to clean, affordable energy is critical to a child's health. But renewable energy can also improve access to water through solar power pumps or access to learning through off-grid lighting and connectivity. Kailangan matiyak na lahat ng mga tao ay may akses na malinis at ligtas na enerhiya. Sa ngayon, maraming mga bata sa iba't ibang bansa ang naharap sa mga panganib dulot ng hindi malinis na enerhiya. Halimbawa, ang paggamit ng mga tradisyonal na panggatong tulad ng kahoy o uling para magluto ay nagdudulot ng polusyon sa hangin. Ang mga usok na ito ay maaaring magdulot ng mga sakit sa baga at iba pang problema sa kalusugan, lalo na ang bansa na apektado ng ganitong problema ay ang bansang India. Maraming pamilya ang gumagamit ng kahoy at uling sa pagluluto na nagiging sanhi ng polusyon sa hangin sa loob ng kanilang mga tahanan. Ang mga batang lumalaki sa ganitong kalagayan ay mas mataas ang posibilidad na magkakasakit dahil sa mga nagkakalason na usok na nilalanghap nila araw-araw. Mahalaga rin ang pagkakaroon ng malinis at abot kayang enerhiya para sa kalusugan ng mga bata. Lang nito pinapabuti ang kalusugan kundi pati na rin ang kanilang edukasyon at pag-akses sa malinis na tubig. Halimbawa sa mga lugar na walang kuryente, maaaring gamitin ang renewable energy tulad ng solar energy para magbigay ng liwanag sa mga paaralan at bahay. Sa ganitong paraan, mas madali para sa mga bata na mag-aral kahit gabi. Isang halimbawa rin ang bansang Kenya. Sa ilang lugar sa Kenya, walang kuryente ang mga komunidad kaya nahihirapan ang mga bata na mag-aral kapag madilim na. Ngunit sa paggamit ng solar power lights, nakakatulong ito upang mag-aral sila kahit sa gabi. Bukod pa rito, may mga solar-powered na water pumps din na magbibigay ng malinis na tubig sa mga lugar na mahirap makakuha ng tubig.
Hello everyone, I am Janice Ferrer. I will continue the Sustainable Development Goals. First is decent work and economic growth. Promoting sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. So, decent work and economic growth is having a strong, reliable systems and facilities that support a community's growth and well-being. So next is industry and innovations and infrastructures. Building resilient infrastructures, promoting inclusive and sustainable industrialization and fostering innovation. When we say industry, innovation, and infrastructures means having good systems in place to make life better or easier. Think of it like the bones and muscles of a city or town. If these are strong and working well, everything else will be better too. Like for example, is road and trains. Good road and trains means you can get around easily. Power reliable electricity means light, work, and phones charge. Water. Clean water are very important, and lastly schools and hospital. Good schools and hospitals means people can get educated and healthy. Next is reducing inequality. Reducing inequality within among countries. When we say reducing inequality is making sure everyone have a fair chance in life regardless of their background and also their personality that people will judge. Like for example, is their educations, jobs, healthcares, and their housing. Next is sustainable cities and communities. Making cities and community, human settlement, inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. When we say sustainable cities and communities are designed to be good for people and the planet, they're places where people can live happy and healthy lives without having the environment. Next is responsible consumption and production. Ensuring sustainable consumption and product patterns. So, when we say responsible consumption and production means responsible use of resources. Using things like water, energy, and materials wisely. So we don't run out of them and we don't harm the environment. Like for example, is like bringing reusable water, bottles inside of plastic bottles. Next is climate actions. Taking urgent actions to combat climate change and its impact. When we say climate actions means taking steps to protect our planets from climate change. It's about doing things to reduce the harmful gases that are warming the earth and causing extreme weather. Like for example, is using less energy, planting trees, and recycling the plastic bottles and composting on the proper compost of garbage. Life below water. Conserving and sustainability using the oceans, seas, and marine resources for sustainable development. So when we say life below water, it is about the seas that we have to manage the garbage and make it clean every day. And we need to take care of the seas and all the amazing life that has live in them. It's about making sure our oceans stay healthy and clean for everyone to enjoy now and in the future. Examples is reducing pollutions, overfishing of fish, protecting coral reefs, and using less plastics. Next is life on land. Protecting, restoring, and promoting sustainable use, terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably managing forests, combating deforestation, and halting, reversing land degradations, and halting biodiversity loss. When we say life on land is protecting our land and taking care of the earth's surface, including forests, grassland, and desert. Example is planting trees, reducing deforestation, conserving water, and reducing pollutions. Next is peace, justice, and strong institution. Promoting peacefully and inclusive societies for sustainable development, providing access to justice for all and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. So when we say peace, justice, and strong institution is creating a world where everyone is treated fairly and can live together peacefully. Example is no one can be bullied or left out in the community or as one group of people. So lastly is partnership for the goals. Strengthening the means of implementation and revitalizing the global partnerships for sustainable development. So when we say partnerships for the goals, work together as one, joining forces to achieve the sustainable development goals. Examples is helping each other in emergencies, working together to protect our environment. Thank you, and that's all.